NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Mahomes now on first down. It's caught by OBJ. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
45. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Attack. 44. Mike. 44. Now watch run. Attack.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready! 30 base.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
6-6, pull up high. Set, go.
On first down, it's Evans. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready!
Here's Manziel. And that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Manziel. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Mike 50.
Now Manziel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Bound to lose one.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Secret.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here is Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
-50. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second 40. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll try the left side. Evans. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it...
And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll look to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught, Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, lock it. Mark 50. Hey, the orbit.
Watch your slant.
Get it.
2nd and 14. stepping up. He'll try and run. Now he's hit, and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Check 9.
They'll try and run for it. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll drop the throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the double.
50, Mike, 50.
Oh, you got deep?
Tight left, tight left.
Greystone, travel.
Check 9, check 9. Hey.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Get it.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it from going all the way.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jaguars 3. Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, it's Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at
Wahoo!
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught by Evans. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Coleman now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. There, they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.